I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.
He challenged the National Aeronautics and Space Administration to carry American leadership in aviation to new heights. 7 men were first to face these unknown limits, but each mission's fear ended in new hope and new heroes. Man walked on the moon in less than a decade, and the world cheered. The lunar samples opened Earth's history. The Spirit opened our hearts. America's space program was really the world's space program, sharing technologies, inviting teamwork, and exploring further into man's existence. Medicine, science, engineering, weather tracking, the gains America has made in space save lives throughout the world.
Astronaut Pete Conrad joined America's space program in 1962. He piloted the Gemini 5 flight, setting a new record of 190 hours and 56 minutes in orbit. Conrad flew on Gemini 11, docking in outer space and reaching a record 850 miles above the Earth. Conrad then commanded Apollo 12 and walked on the moon for over 7 hours. He flew the first manned Skylab mission, performing spacewalks to repair Skylab's damaged surface.
Hi, I'm Pete Conrad. America was very focused on space throughout the Mercury missions, so anticipation was high for Gemini. EVA, or extravehicular activity, was a word of the time that spread through America's vernacular. In the previous months, man had taken a spacecraft past our atmosphere. Now man would move outside the craft and walk in outer space. This film is the story of Gemini 4. It's the first American spacewalk, or EVA, as shown through spectacular onboard photography with Earth as the background. You'll see what was the latest in spacesuit technology. Specially coated helmet lenses and revolutionary materials were used to protect us from the intense sun rays that are filtered out by the Earth's atmosphere. Much of our scientific achievement has been started by the need for better equipment in space. You'll see a very primitive computer on board Gemini, which would hardly compete with today's calculators. As America was going further into space, we were advancing in technology. Watch with me as we see the first American spacewalk and beautiful photos over North America as we experience the 4 days of Gemini 4.
At 4 o'clock in the morning on June 3rd, 2 men arose in Florida.